Piano-Play-It.com.
Hi guys, welcome back to another free beginner's piano lesson by Piano-Play-It.com. This is David here, and today I'm going to show you how to play the melody on the right hand and the harmony on the left hand when we read notes on the grand staff. So until today we basically learned to play melodies on both hands. So we learned to read notes on the grand staff, but we play the melody with both hands. And today we're going to divide parts for each hand. The right hand is going to play the melody, the left hand is going to play the harmony. The harmony is the chords. Okay, let's see how we do that. Today we're going to discuss three different elements in music. They make a song a whole, or a musical piece a whole. The first element we're going to discuss is the melody. A melody is a tune basically. It's the most dominant voice in a song. So when you play a song, if I should stay, I'm actually singing the melody, I'm singing the tune. But you can see that I'm playing different things here on the piano. Let's see what I'm doing with each hand. On the right hand, I'm going to play the harmony. If I should stay. So the harmony is the chords. And what's the difference between the melody and the harmony? When you play a melody, you play each note separately. But when you play a chord, so you want to accompany a melody, you play 3 or maybe 2 notes at the same time. And what am I doing with the left hand? If I should stay. I'm playing only one note at the left hand, and this note is called the bass. Why the bass? From the word basis. This is the most important note of the chord in the right hand, and it tells us the function of the chord. But when we speak about the bass, we are actually way ahead. Later on in our study, I'm going to explain more about the bass. For now, you should know that the bass is the lowest part in a musical composition or in a song. So basically, when notes are played separately, they make a melody. And we call the intervals between melody notes melodic intervals. Now I'd like to show you the melodic intervals on paper. This one is called the second, from C to D. And this one is called the third, from C to E. So you skip 2 steps from C to E. This one goes from C to F, and it's called a fourth. And this one from C to G is called a fifth, because we have 5 steps from C to G. They all go up. This one goes up to D, up to E, up to F, and up to G. Now, we can also have melodic intervals going down. This one, G, goes to F. It goes 1 step down, and that's why it's called a second. This one, however, goes from G to E, 2 steps. That's why it's called a third, because from G to E, you have 3 steps. From G to D, you have 4 steps going down. And from G to lower C, you have 5 steps. It's called a fifth. When you play a second up, you go from C to D. Alright? Each note is played separately. From C to E, you play a third. From C to F, you play a fourth. From C to G, you play a fifth. And that's a fifth up, a fourth up, a third up, and so on. Now, if you start from G under middle C, you can go 1 step down, and then you play a second from G to F. A third would be G going to E. Alright? G to D would be a fourth, and G to C going down again would be a fifth. That's the meaning of melodic intervals. But you can play also intervals together, C and D together. And these are already harmonic intervals. So you have a second, but it's played at the same time. And it looks like this. This is C and D at the same time, it's a second. C and E at the same time is a third. C and F at the same time is a fourth, a harmonic fourth. C and G is a harmonic fifth, and so on, going down. So when you play here G and F, G goes to F, but at the same time you play a second. G and E is a third, G and D is a fourth, and G and C is a fifth. So this is a harmonic interval of a second. This is a harmonic interval of a third, a fourth, and a fifth. And now going down, G and F is harmonic interval of a second, G and E is of a third, G and D is of a fourth, and G and C is of a fifth. All harmonic intervals, since you play two notes at the same time. Alright guys, so today we had a pretty interesting lesson. We learned about the nature of the melody. It is made of melodic intervals played separately, while the harmony, the chords, are played of harmonic intervals, two notes played at the same time. And we learned also about the bass, the lowest part in a composition, and we saw that it is indeed possible to play the melody, the harmony and the bass with just two hands, although we have three elements. If you're interested in playing piano pieces with the melody on the right hand and the harmony or the bass in the left hand, just go here to the link on the right and it will direct you to the specific page in my website, Piano-Play-It.Com, where you'll find lots of piano pieces for free based on this subject. I'll see you in the next piano tutorial. Bye bye. Piano-Play-It.com. Piano-Play-It.com.